Why single guys say they don't care about getting a girlfriend. And it's not what you think. They don't hate girls. It's actually something deeper. They see couples everywhere. All their friends have girlfriends. And deep down, they want that too. But instead of admitting it, they say things like, I don't need a girlfriend. But the truth is, they only do that because they want it that much.
This may be hard to believe, but every man is not interested in growth. They ain't. Some men are more interested in trying to find a woman who will accept and adjust to their lack of accountability and bad behavior. And they will keep searching until they find that type of woman.
Ladies, some men are going to hate me for this, but this is real talk. A man calling you babe means nothing. A man buying you expensive gifts means nothing. A man becoming your baby father means nothing. And let me not shock you. A man marrying you also means nothing. What truly means something is a man that genuinely respects, values, and supports you and changes himself just to keep you. That is what truly means something.
3 reasons why she moved on so fast. While you thought things were fine, she was slowly checking out emotionally. Reason 1. She grieved the relationship before it ended. By the time you felt the breakup, she had already processed it. Reason 2. She mentally replaced you before physically replacing you. Once respect drops, options start looking better. And reason 3. Women move on when certainty dies, not when love dies. So ask yourself, did she move on fast, or were you just late? Comment real if this makes sense, and follow to become the alpha man.
You know, these modern women are saying they want a man who courts. They want a man who knows how to date properly, knows how to plan a date, knows how to do all of that stuff. And that's fantastic. I think for me, it's just that I have to do all of this and you just got to show up. Well, I went to work. I had to do this. So did I. Well, my car was broken and this had happened and so many troubles. Same. I had to fix my car too, or make sure it's not broken now, but it was once. And the employer didn't care. The women that I was dating before didn't care. That was my problem as far as they were concerned. And I'm not trying to be rude, but I don't really even know you. And so that's not you expecting to just, well, I'm just a girl and I just should be able to show up. No, you got to bring something to the table.
Old souls cannot do conventional dating because the entire concept of dating is built on unconsciousness. Conventional dating thrives on pretending, playing hard to get, performing, hiding who you truly are. For old souls, dating is not a superficial ego game. Old souls only speak the language of truth and complete authenticity. They crave realness. They crave depth.
Your most attractive friends are single. Yeah, here's why. I know you know. I know you're thinking of that one friend, like that one Becky that you're like, she's hot as fuck, but she literally has never had a boyfriend. Yeah, here's why. The boys, the men, the Jimmy, the John, the James are all afraid of getting their ego hurt, okay? Men go for who they can, and women go for who they want. And when you go for someone that you want, not knowing if they want you back, sometimes you get rejected. But because men are so scared of getting their ego hurt, they won't go for someone that they think will say no to them or will reject them. Because God forbid, Jimmy John Jr. has to get rejected. How is he gonna explain that to his friends? He thinks he's Mucho Man. Girls don't just go for what they can. They have standards and they don't just go for, the bottom of the barrel, but men settle, and that's the truth.
Here's what a lot of men are realizing. You're not really dating her alone, right? These modern women, and I don't mind it so much as you keep it respectful, but their group chat acts as a board of approval. Like they act as if, oh, you're not just dating me, you're dating my friends. And I have 2 best friends. I have my sister, and whoever else is in the group chat. People that you've never even met, people that you don't even know. They have their own trauma. They have their own issues. A man might send a good morning text at 9 a.m. She'll go over here, screenshot it, send it to the thread, and by noon, They sitting up here talking about, well, I got an opinion on it, this, and all this other not, and it don't have nothing to do with what happened. Oh, well, my man, if I had a man, you don't have a man, exactly. But he would have sent it at 8:30. My man would have sent it at 4. And there's a whole bunch of stuff going on that should not be going on. You're getting opinions from people that don't even know how to be in a relationship. They don't, let alone a successful one, let alone even seen one, that's been successful, let alone even. Let's move.
You know how you chase a girl and she don't give you the time of day?
Right.
Men don't understand the universe don't want y'all to be together.
Right. For that moment.
No, the universe don't want you to be together. But we start chasing because we can't take rejection. But the universe is saying to you, motherfucker, I'm trying to explain to you, this ain't the one.
If you're not on your purpose and you're not on your mission, then you've lost.
Yeah.
All right. So fellas, you know, I'm just going to give you some advice. All that chasing, it don't work.
No,
if
not
she
at
want
all.
to be, look, if
Not
she
at all.
wants to be with you, she'll be with you. Believe me. All that chasing, you yourself. I promise you.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
Here are 5 things we don't do while being in a healthy relationship. Number 5 is my favorite. We don't joke about ending the relationships. In healthy relationships, we remember why we chose each other.
No tit for tat. Ain't no, oh, you did the chores last week, so I'm bringing it up and throwing it in your face this week just because I'm angry. None of that over here.
Not appreciating each other. And it doesn't have to be grand gestures. It can be the small things, like when he says thank you when I cook a meal, when he gets me an Uber, it still melts my heart to this day.
It melts your heart. It's romantic. No disrespecting. No matter how angry we get, we never call each other names. No stupid, no idiot, no you're real forgetful, aren't you? We don't use any of that language because we understand how important it is for us to be a safe space for each other.
That was beautiful.
Okay.
We don't shut down instead of communicating. Healthy relationships require trust, and trust is built by expressing your emotions and being vulnerable to the person, no matter how you feel.
You don't have to be healed
to be in a relationship. There's always room for improvement.
And I think, and you kind of particularly see this with some ladies, this engagement bait type, relationship posting where modern women will be filming their boyfriends during arguments without telling him, and then posting it, with like a caption of like, why are men like this? Do you even hear me? That sort of stuff. And then a man doesn't even know. But when a man does find out and he's like, well, wait a minute, what's going on here? I thought we were going to keep our business in house. Yeah, but they need to see the real me. They need to know the real me. That's if you guys are doing a prank and you both are in on it, I can see, I can understand it's entertainment, right? And some of these videos out here that purely rage bait, engagement bait, I get it. I understand it. Get your bag, right? It's funny. It's entertainment. Sometimes you can't even tell, right? But for the women that are doing it seriously, there was a woman that was thinking about divorcing her husband and put it out online. Yeah, I don't know if I'm happy with my husband. And then some of these ladies out here, yeah, it's okay to divorce the good guy. What are we doing? Why would you say something so silly?
So you care that much about what random women think of you or the women that he might follow? I think there's a difference between being flat out disrespectful to your partner. He's leaving like flirty comments. But I also think a lot of women take it to the other extreme where he can't follow any woman in general, including people he's known a long time or his cousins or whatever. And they don't even post like, specific kind of content. They just post normal content, travel, hobbies, whatnot. And at what point do we consider those women that are like, oh, your man follows me, immature? Like, not every single thing means something. It could be as simple as she makes content he likes, like recipes and whatnot. And at what point do we challenge a woman's insecurity?
Same woman who sends you hey handsome on dating apps is the same woman who will walk right past you in real life. Through what I've experienced, the only time that women approach men is if they are drunk or if they get a friend to approach the guy for them. This is why a lot of women have a lot more confidence and courage within nightlife environments or parties. She loses her inhibition, in which that voice in her head will usually tell her, oh, let me just give him some eye contact. But no, she goes right up to you. But outside of that, in a daytime environment, even in most night environments, especially if she's not drinking, she is not approaching you. And she may think you're literally the most handsome person on earth.
And you know, I think what a lot of modern women don't really want to admit, and like I said, you know, you go get your education, fantastic. But a lot of these ladies really are enrolling in graduate programs, master's degrees and stuff like that, as a cover for why they're still single. They're approaching 35, right? You're getting your second master's in organizational psychology or something like that. You're telling everybody you're focused on growth, but everybody around you really knows you just throwing yourself into other things is really what it is. You know, I want a baby, I want this, I want that. Like I said, education is great, but a lot of these modern women are throwing themselves into other situations to avoid uncomfortable truths, uncomfortable situations and conversations about their dating life. Well, I want a baby, I want a family. You're just procrastinating at that point in time. You go to therapy, but that's not a part of you that you really want to confront. Sometimes that therapist is actually doing their job in trying to bring these things to the forefront and pull it out of you. But they can only go so deep, so far. It depends on what their client wants to do, right? So like I said, a lot of these modern women are doing things like enrolling in a master's degree, or going and getting a PhD, or going and climbing the corporate ladder. Fantastic. Get your education, get your money. But y'all are short term. The thinking is short term. And you actually want a companion. You say, well, I can't get a companion. Might as well go do X, Y, and Z. Right. But at some point in time, you're going to have to confront, why am I unapproachable? Why am I still single?
Strong people notice other people's mistakes and learn. Weak people talk about other people's problems to feel better. Strong people talk about other people's problems to become better. Weak people gossip about others to build fake connections. Strong people express vulnerability to build real ones. Weak people envy people ahead of them. Strong people study people ahead of them. And the interesting thing is, both people are looking at the same thing, but they're seeing different things. Because no one is a weak or strong person. It's just what you focus on.
I went on a date and it's like, it was good. And then yet, like, I'm just tired of, like, I don't know, the bill came. The bill didn't come. He asked for the bill. And in French, he said 2 bills. And then so they came and I was like, if someone says, I want to take you out, then I want to be taken out, which means to me to pay and whatever. So we did that. I paid and it's fine. And then after I was honest and I just said it, like, I don't know. Cause I said like, yeah, I thought you were going to take me out. And like, to me, that means pay. And then suddenly his English wasn't so good anymore. Or when he was like, I don't understand what you mean. I was honest and like, whatever, what else do I have to lose? I just want to be honest because there's a way that I want to be treated. And like, I might as well just tell someone, like, what else do I have to lose? I don't know. And then like afterwards he was like, next time I'll pay. Like unprompted, he said that after we were having another conversation. I said, okay. And then he said, are you free this week? And I said, yeah. And then I texted him after and I'm like, I had a nice time, thanks. And then he read it and didn't respond. And it's like, okay, I don't know. Like, I'm just tired of it. I'm happy I was honest. But like, I just like want a gentleman.
You know, modern women continue to keep themselves single. Well, you know, sometimes it's themselves keeping themselves, it's them keeping themselves single. But then once again, so many times we see modern women lose a good relationship over a toxic best friend. And it's really hard sometimes for these modern women to tell whether this is good advice or not, because genuinely, and a lot of times these modern, their friends have given them good advice in other things, right? So, hey, you know, go out here and take a chance going over here and travel in the world. You might have a good business experience. And they actually go and they actually do have a good time, business and pleasure, right? I go over there and I see the sights and I learn a different culture, and I actually spend a couple years over there, right? Great experience. I learned how to do business in a different country or different language, different city, whatever it might be. And I grew from it. So that was genuinely good advice. But then when you go over here and you talk to them about dating, they having trouble themselves, or they haven't really been successful at it. And even sometimes some of these ladies are married and they still be giving terrible advice. They don't really give the detailed advice that their friends actually need. They give the just roundabout way advice to where you're like, what is this going to do? How is this going to help me? And so they actually disqualify men based on how they feel versus what's actually true a lot of time.
An awful woman is just an average man. A woman who leaves her children is an awful woman, but that's just an average man. 80% of single parent households in America, it's a single mom, not a single dad. And yet a single mother is an awful woman, while a single father is an amazing man. A woman who interrupts is rude and self-centered, but that's just your average man. A woman who can't express her feelings is an awful woman, but that's just an average man. A woman who goes to work without makeup or a bra, that's unprofessional, but that's just an average man.
Honey is full of Okay. First of all, I want you to notice how men are painted. Your average guy. She's not saying guy. She's saying average guy. Your average man, according to her, leaves his children, interrupts, can't express feelings. I don't know what the goes to work without a bra, honey. I hope your man's going to work without a bra on, is all I'm saying.
Never beg her to stay.
If she leaves, let her. Because if she can leave so easily, she was never meant to be by your side in the first place.
This includes your girlfriend, your LTR, even a woman you're casually dating, much less your wife.
A man of God doesn't beg, he builds. If she leaves, you upgrade.
Never beg someone to stay, because the moment you have to beg, it's already broken.
You should never come to the point in your relationship where you are on your hands and knees and you are groveling, begging her not to leave you.
Love doesn't need convincing. Real ones don't need reminders. If they wanted to be there, they would be.
Forget about she was never meant to be yours. It was just your turn. That's the sad reality.
Because the right ones don't ever need to be begged. They'll show up and stay.
Doesn't matter how much she liked you. She will lose that attraction for you, knowing that you have no other options, knowing that you have made her the center of your universe.
Focus on yourself, work hard, and never give up.
Never beg her stay.
And you know, a funny thing is that modern women will say, well, I just expect a man to pay. And then they'll say, well, you know, whoever invites who out, that's who needs to pay. So if a woman invites a man out, then she needs to pay. Okay, that seems fair, but they're not really going to invite a man out. And when they do, and this is why guys are kind of starting to walk away, modern women will go out there and invite a man out, and it would be somewhere it's like really expensive. And the guy will come there and he'll be like, man, this is kind of expensive. Why? I mean, I guess we're, at the very least, I guess we're splitting it. But unbeknownst to him, and men start paying attention to this later on, unbeknownst to him, I invited you out here because I actually wanted to try this place out, and I want you as the man to pay. And he was like, huh? And so, and this is what modern women try to get away with. The man will, I didn't know I was paying. I didn't have money for this. They're expecting you to just suck it up and be a gentleman. Well, I'm a lady, you're a man, but we don't even date. We're not even romantically involved like that. Well, yeah, I know, but you know, you're still a man, and men just do certain things. And so at that point in time, and she don't really realize it, And a lot of modern women don't really care because they're just in it for themselves. But you just lost a friend clowning and putting people out. And men are not the only people that modern women do this to. Modern women will actually do this on their birthday. They'll go to multiple dinners, invite people, multiple dinners. I said that. I'll repeat it again. They'll go to multiple dinners, invite people, expect people to cover the bill. Well, it's my birthday and it's okay. Well, you know, I guess I'll get you on your birthday. But what they'll do is they'll invite people to an expensive restaurant, and then they'll go crazy ordering whatever it is that they want to order and expect the table to just figure it out. And then when the table's like, no, I'm not going to be, I love you, but I'm not doing this. Oh, you really don't like me. And now we got to go subtweeting. Now we got to go sub posting and throwing subliminal shots online. Oh, you know, I know who my real friends are. And now she got to go post a thirst trap. Post a thirst trap. Post a thirst trap online with the caption, God got me. You know, some type of stupid scripture that ain't got nothing to do with her in a video with her behind jiggling and her chest all out. What she really doing is fishing for another roster, fishing for new friends. That's going, and she want them quick. That's why I gotta post myself half naked, because it's my birthday week and my birthday's coming up, and I'm looking for a sucker to come up here and pay for me. Modern women do that stuff, man.
I've got the magic in me.
Now what I'm about to say might be a bit harsh. However, it needs to be said. But not everyone is fit to be a parent. Especially if you're the type of person that thinks that it's perfectly okay to teach your children to hate. Now I understand that video was probably meant to be a joke. However, I fail to see actually where it was funny. And if someone could explain to me where teaching children to despise entire groups of people based on a characteristic that they have no control over, I would be more than willing to listen as to why that is actually funny. I'm sure there would be a lot of individuals out there that would also love an explanation as well, why that is something to joke about. Because there are people that teach their children to hate because of skin color. But apparently it's okay to hate if it's just about gender.
I will travel the internet, searching far and wide. These single moms don't understand the power that's inside. Single mom, you let them hit it rough. Plan B. This booty got 6 PD. Single mom, oh, if it's no good men, tell me why are you pregnant? Single mom, you let them hit it rough. What you gonna do? The footsteps will pull us through. No IUD, cause you want to be a single mom. You're a single mom. You're a single mom.
No, a lot of these modern women, they go to these places for a week. They go overseas, they go on vacation for a week, and they come back saying, oh, the universe told me, you know, I need a man who surfs, I need a man who speaks Spanish, he's got a creative side hustle. You know, he's just this man that's adventurous. He just want to pick up and go at any point in time. Which there are some people like that. That's how they live their life. But what I'm saying is, you know, a lot of these modern women, this is what they want, right? So the guy that might be perfectly good guy, might be an accountant, because, you know, I don't subscribe to that sort of lifestyle. You know, I'm a little bit more, I don't want to say stable, but I live my life in a different way. Then you pass that man up, right? Essentially what a lot of these modern women go through is phases where I just want to travel. And then, okay, and now I'm in the phase where I just kind of want to stay at home. And there is a man, there's expected to be a man that's supposed to go through all those phases with you. Modern women, because they're in that phase, are picking the man that speaks Spanish, who likes to surf, just likes to have his hair in the wind for that phase. They don't understand that that's that man's way of life. I want to live her all the time. That's what I want to do. and you guys actually don't match. This is what you want for the summertime, or this is what you want for a couple of years. And then you want to move on. Okay, you know, I tried that for a couple of years. Now I want the guy who's a little bit more stable. Problem is, you actually should have, found a guy who does all of that, who is able to go through those phases with you. Maybe not perfectly. Maybe I don't want to go to the beach all the time, right? But I can do that with you. A lot of modern women, they need to look for an actual genuine friend with the same values. And I'm not saying, and I want to specifically say, he doesn't need to be like you. A lot of modern women are looking for themselves or their friends in a man. That's not what you're looking for. You're looking for a friend to say, oh yeah, shoot, I'm down. Let's do it. Why not? Let's go. But then you say, hey, you want to stay in tonight? Yeah, I don't feel like going out. But modern women are doing something different. Like I said, they're looking, oh, that's all this man wants to do because that's all I want to do. And essentially what they're doing is they're binge. If it would be a Netflix show, they'd be binge watching it. I'm just going to do this all the time. Every week when I'm not at work, all the time. Right? Until they get tired of it. Then all of a sudden that man is terrible. He's a joke. He's a disaster. And now you're putting his face and his name. And are we dating the same guy? Like the guy did you wrong. He didn't. Now you're putting him on the T app. Like he did you wrong. He didn't. That's who that guy was. That's just the stuff he does. You picked the wrong man. You were looking for the wrong thing. And that's what modern women keep on doing over and over again. I pick a man that's all he wants to do is this. I have him for a couple years, and then another man that all he wants to do is this. Take him for a couple years, and they keep on rotating. They keep on doing that over and over again until one day I really want to settle down this time. And the guy that you actually needed 18 years ago has gone and got a family.
The psychology of ignoring a woman. Does ignoring a woman make her want you more, or does it make her forget about you? 99% of the time, it makes her want you more, and here's why. Women equate longing with love. I'll say it again. Women equate longing with love. When she's waiting for your text, when she's anticipating your next date, those are the moments that she begins to fall in love with you. Same with us, right? We hate when a woman cancels on us, but part of us wants her more in that moment. So there's a saying, give her the gift of missing you. Give her the gift of fighting for your attention, because the more she feels like she's winning you over, the more she feels like you're slowly falling for her, the more she falls for you. How do you do it? Well, I've got a longer video at scramblervideo.com where I walk you step by step exactly how to create this chase in her.
What if decentering men content is how the new pick-me's reduce their competition? Because how can you say that you hate marriage, you hate relationships, you can't think of any reasons that they would be beneficial to women, to the point that your own followers say like, oh, I turned down a proposal because of you, I decided to be celibate because of you.
Ain't it crazy that all of the women who use the word pick-me's are the real pick-me's? If you would have disagreed with that MJ girl, guess what you would have been to her and all of her followers? Pick-me's, right? And who got picked at the end? The leader that y'all was following. Any woman who used pick me just knows she's garbage. But I guess they think because they pick me for other women that it ain't the same. Yeah, you're still somebody who just go for anything. If you ask me, it was a good thing. It can teach a lot of women about themselves. Don't avoid accountability. Think about how you weak-minded as how a man can propose to you in a world where they say men don't do this and they swear on their life this is the case. Just to ruin it for a stranger on the internet who really waiting on her turn the whole time. Yeah, that's pathetic as subscribe to my YouTube, Planet Reality.
So this black woman messaged me and she was like, I feel as though you empathize with black men, but you don't empathize with black women. Well, the reason why I empathize with black men is because black men are the most disrespected out of all the races in the world, right? Black men are the most disrespected by their woman, meaning the black woman, right? There is no other race in the world where women think that it's okay to disrespect their man the way that black women disrespect black men. And here's the crazy part about it. Let's go to the statistics. Let's go to the facts. Black women are the least likely to get married. Black men are getting married at higher rates than black women. Black men are commodities. If you go to any place around the world, most women want black men. Black men are commodities. But for whatever reason, black women don't see that. And then they are entitled and think that they're supposed to come with all this baggage, be out of shape, have all these kids, out of marriage, and just be really a hot mess. And then a black man is just supposed to be like, well, I should just settle for this. The black woman really thinks that the black man should be happy with settling with their nonsense and foolishness on top of being combative and disrespectful. Why would a black man deal with that when he can go get a woman from another race that is going to not have kids the whole nine and want to actually get on his program? I'm going to need black women to wake up.
Your man will leave everything, their family, their business, everything for admiration. A man is this dynamic, this lovepreneur dynamic, meaning he is as equally as powerful as you, it just looks a little differently. He lacks admiration at home, he will leave it for a woman that will admire him.
What needs to happen is for her to be in her feminine so that this space is opened up for a masculine man.
One of the reasons that these coaches are just so bad at giving dating advice is that they just fundamentally don't understand what gender is or how it works. The only noteworthy and different thing that this video does that makes it worth stitching is provide us with this useful little graphic. A graphic that depicts feminine and masculine energy on a spectrum where the presence of one necessarily implies the absence of the other. And that is not how femininity and masculinity work at all. Sociologists have understood this for more than 5 decades because femininity and masculinity are actually independent variables. If we actually want to measure them, we have to put them on opposing axes, as Sandra Bem did here in her inventory test. Because the simple fact is that the presence of femininity does not necessarily mean the absence of masculinity. Or to put it differently, there's no reason that we can't be both incredibly feminine and incredibly masculine. It just occurred to me that all of these folks who are getting their definitions of masculinity and femininity from some sort of new age occultist would probably have all of their illusions dispelled if they just spent like one day at a Pride festival.
I think what modern women don't understand is that men are not really scared to approach. You know, a lot of guys are just tired of being treated like they're the boogeyman, or they're like a monster or something like that. Y'all be treating men, you know, it's kind of an old reference. Y'all be treating men like they're Casper the Friendly Ghost. Some of those cartoons where Casper would be coming in friendly as all get out. Hey, how you doing? Oh, it's a ghost. And these folks, you know, they really played it up on the cartoons where they have people just running out and, you know, jumping in the sea and swimming away and stuff, silly stuff. Y'all act like men are ghosts. Y'all act like men are animals instead of human beings. Now, once again, I can understand if that man is actually making you uncomfortable. And when I say making you uncomfortable, I mean, oh, what's up, sexy? Ooh, you looking good. Now, I know there's some women that'll hear that from a good looking guy and they'll be like, oh, that's fine to say. We know that because that's what they said. If I find you attractive, then you can say that type of stuff to me. So it's not really, and then a man goes into his logic and says, so it's not really that I'm a creep, it's just that you don't want to hear it from me. That's got to be consistent. You got to be consistent with that. But a lot of modern women don't hold that, right? So men see this type of nonsense, and there's when the risk arises, because I don't know if you like me or not. It's the unknown. And I would rather not live in the unknown. I have no control over it. You think about the stock market. You think about, moving into a house. I can at least read the contract and say yay or nay. I can at least do my due diligence and research on a stock and say yay or nay. And that's what I'm doing with women. I'm looking at her. I'm reading what I can about you. I'm looking at your body language and your face, and I'm saying yay or nay. That's what it is. I'm saying yay or nay. Well, you didn't even really give me a chance. I didn't see much of a reason to give you a chance. I didn't see much of a reason to come up and talk to you. You really didn't give me one. Your financials, your trailing 12 months, your cash flow, to put it in financial terms, didn't really look all that great. Your key metrics don't look all that great. So I'm not coming over there. You got to start putting out, and it's more than looking good in a dress and putting on good makeup and fixing your hair. It's going to come down to your attitude. Period. End of story. It's going to come down to your attitude every single time.